Ooh. Okay, so guys, let me know if you can hear an echo in the chat, because I'm getting that. Right. Is that fixed? Audio is good. Oh, okay. This is going to ruin my plan, unfortunately. I don't. What a shame. What a shame. Really was looking forward to doing this on the stream, to be honest, but we'll do something else, I guess. How else am I going to do it? Let's go back. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the 48-hour Charity Stream-A-Thon, and this is my second stream. This stream, we're just going to be building a Lego set. Very basic, only got an hour. I'm going to see how quickly I can get through it. But I'm a little bit disappointed because I thought there was a way of adding a second camera to your StreamYard so that I could actually film the build. Turns out there isn't. Well, there is. I've got the extra camera up and running. The problem is that it also has two audios running. So although you guys couldn't hear the echo, I could hear myself, and it was really off-putting. So Mayo, I know you're in the chat. If you know a way, I've got a webcam connected to my, and obviously with StreamYard, you can only have one camera, so you have to go in as a separate StreamYard. But of course, it duplicates the audio then, even if you've got one of them muted. So unfortunately, there's no way of getting rid of that second audio. So I'm really disappointed because I wanted you guys to see what I was building. So if anybody knows a quick fix around for that, that's not going to take me too long, and hopefully I can fix it. I can hear tapping. Yeah, that's me on the mouse pad thing, because I usually use a mouse, but I've got the webcam connected to it, so I connected Bluetooth speaker and mute the speaker. Oh yeah, I could do my headphones, couldn't I? Of course I could. Why didn't I think of that? The Bluetooth speaker thing's not going to work, because then I'm still going to hear the audio. I was away for the stream. Right, I'll give you guys a quick call out. I want to sort this quick because my plan is to try and build this in an hour. So my audio might not be quite as good. Tell me if it's bad, because I've had to keep my microphone all the way down there. So just bear with me a sec while I enter the studio with the other camera, and hopefully connecting audios to that, because I don't need my headphones for this one. Let's see, that works. Right, yeah, that works. Don't need a mic on. Change the camera to webcam. There we go. That'll do. Thank you very much. Cool cam. Let's set that up. Right, now put those headphones over there. Right. I can hear a distant echo. My headphones are over there, so I'll just maybe turn the volume down on those. I haven't got time to fiddle about down here. But we're up and going. Why didn't I think it just... automatically I'm thinking I'm not speaking to anybody or nobody's speaking to me, so I don't need my headphones. So I hadn't connected them, so I didn't even think about the fact of that. So well done, guys in the chat. That's how I normally do it. I just completely forgot because it's been a while since I did a build stream. I normally connect a set of headphones and then just put them somewhere else in the room. Or, you know, just turn the volume down on them or whatever. But I totally didn't even think of that. What an idiot. So with StreamYard, I use my second laptop. Yeah, I haven't got a second laptop, so that's out the window. I've had the same feedback issue. Yeah, you would get it. Yeah, no, look, Nimbles called me out there, and he's 100% right. So, so look, before we start, I just want to say the most important thing is the charity link is pinned above. I want to see some donations during this. I'm going to check. Can somebody in the chat save me some time? Check what the total is now, and then we'll check it again at the end, especially if you're going to ride with me for the whole show. I really want to get some donations up. I want to get $20 just in this stream. Any more than that would be fantastic. But if we can get $20 during the stream, it's way too bright in here, then I will be really ecstatic. So please, guys, $212, right? So let's get that to, let's call it $28. So let's get that to $240 by the end of this stream. I did see the total before Madlib went live, so I can see he did a fantastic job over there. Well done, Madlib, and well done to all the guys who've come before me. I won't name those guys, but I will name who's coming up next. After me is Bricks Why Not. They have got a YouTube channel, but never gone live on YouTube before, so go and show them some love and support. The link is in the description below for their YouTube channel. They haven't got the video link or the live link up just yet, but please go and show them some support. You can do that without leaving here. Hit that description, open up the description, scroll to the bottom, hit the Bricks Why Not link. It'll take you to their channel. I'll become a small image in the corner. Hit subscribe. We want to get those guys up and obviously show them some support. So Bricks Why Not's after me, followed by Body by Bricks over on Instagram. And then One with the Stud will be taken over back here on YouTube for a 2-hour slot between 2 and 4 p.m. With that, which will be 9 till 11 Eastern time in the US. So yeah, so Fairy Bricks charity, guys. You can see it up in the corner, one of these corners. It's a fantastic charity. Like I said, the link is in the description. Please go and make a donation, even if it's $1. We really appreciate you. And I think, you know, like what I've been saying to people is if they don't have a lot of money or they want to donate like $20 or whatever, please just try and donate like $1 to each stream, just so those streamers can all, those creators can all feel the value of what they've done. You know, I had a lot of people in the opening stream who donated like $25, and I was just like, that's amazing. But if that's all you can donate, or even if it's less, spread it out through the weekend, guys. I just want some of the guys to get the opportunity to be able to say, hey, look, we raised this much through the stream. And I know it's a little bit of extra work going on and redoing that process over and over again, but hopefully it'd be worth it. $35 in the last hour, amazing. So Madlib did a fantastic job over there. Appreciate you, Madlib. And looking forward to getting you on the show on the weekend. So Fairy Bricks, what do Fairy Bricks do? They take the donations, the money we raise, and bear in mind, every donation you make is going to the charity right now. It doesn't sit in a pot. It's not there sitting there brewing, earning any interest, anything like that, and then I send it off. It doesn't work like that. As soon as you donate that $1, it's straight in the charity's bank. So they could even, as far as I know, I don't know how their process works, but they could even be using the money that's already been donated to buy Lego sets right now. They might even, I don't know how it works, but they may even, it is perfectly possible for some of the money we've raised so far, some of that $212 to already have bought Lego sets and already be in the hands of children. Like I said, I don't know how it works. It's probably not that quick, but it's certainly possible because the money is sat there waiting for them to go and buy Lego sets and take them to some children who are in hospital, in care, in hospices, for whatever the reason might be. So, guys, please dig deep in your pockets, turn your settee upside down, give your wallet a dust off. Have you got any spare coins in there that you can happily give up or use for something else, so you can donate via your PayPal? That would be really appreciated. Some of the Lego bricks in the background look like a bad acid trip. Some crazy warp bricks there. Yeah, no. So that is AI, mate. We just wanted to try and get the fairy bricks colors into Lego bricks. That's the best it could do, because you're using a branded product. It does tend to warp them slightly. It always will. It's almost impossible to keep them looking like they do. But it's supposed to be a background, mate. It's supposed to be looking at me. It's supposed to be looking at my handsome face, not the background. But anyway, without further ado, how is this camera image? I feel like you can see more of me than you can the Lego. But if I go any further back, you're going to just see bits of desk and stuff. So hopefully that is okay for you guys. I mean, you don't need to see every piece I'm building, of course, but it would be nice to get the majority of the building. So this was gifted to me by my good friend Whittaky. I think he had a spare of this, or a second set for whatever reason. He sent this to me for Christmas. Really appreciate him. Not very well at the moment, Whittaky. So shout out and love to him. Best wishes. Hopefully he makes a speedy recovery and can make it to Bricktastic. But yeah, he sent me this set along with a bunch of other stuff for Christmas. And he did say to me, because he knows that I tend to stack my Legos or my Lego sets and not build them. But he said, you need to build this. So I told him there and then, I will build this for the charity stream. So yeah, so if I miss out on the chat, I do apologize. My challenge is to build this set during the stream, get it done before the next stream. And if I can do it, I want to see some donations. Like I'm already 30 minutes in, so I've only got like 47 minutes left to build this. So guys, if you think I can do it, get those donations in, and I really appreciate it. And of course, so you guys keep chatting to each other in the chat. I'll keep talking to the camera, and I might not be able to call out chat because of course I'd have to stop and scroll, and of course my mouse is unplugged, so I can't. That's not quite as easy. So bear with me. I love you all. Appreciate you all for being here, and watch us build this set. So first of all, how do we open a box? Do we pop the thumb tabs? Do we cut the tape? Do we just try to peel it so it kind of opens slightly? Or do we just look at it and go, like that? Now, instruction booklet. Bags. We've got 3 bags. Do we build one at a time? Do we organize our Lego so that it's all in piece order? Make sure everything's there. Do we organize it in color order, size order? Open it one bag at a time? No, because that's a chunk. We dump out all the pieces. Even these little bags. Like, what kind of chump is building one bag at a time, following the instructions like a noob? I've been building Lego for nearly 45 years, so we weren't privileged with any of this. Numbered bags, one piece at a time. Now you need to add this piece. Now you need to add this piece. What? Not that add. All right, let's go. Figgy first. We all want some figgy pudding. Where is this guy? Oh, I can't find the piece I need. Oh, no. So, legs, body, head. We'll go for the face that's got the visor because the suit's better. And then where's his pistola? There it is. Hello. Hello. Right, we'll sit him there. He might just be off camera, but he is there. Actually, we'll sit him over here so you guys can see him cheering me on. Who's next? Right. 4x4, 1x4. Easy money. I mean, this is a slightly older Lego set anyway. It's the kind of Rogue One era. Rogue One, what am I talking about? It is the... what's the box art? It is the... oh, what box art would that be? That would be from... I'm just trying to think now. I remember that Stormtrooper, a specific Stormtrooper coming out at that point, which I still think is the best version of the Stormtrooper minifig. So it would have been when, like, Star Wars Rebels era, I guess. Would have been Star Wars Rebels era, yeah. So this is effectively a Rebels era set for that year or whatever it was, that wave. So although this isn't from Rebels, of course, this is that sort of timeline. So I want to say kind of 2015, 16 maybe a bit earlier. Let me know in the chat if you know better, or if you've got the opportunity to Google it and cheat and have a look. But I won't call you out on it. I'll assume you know the answer because you know the answer and not because you've Googled it. But yeah, so T16 Skyhopper, don't get to see it in universe, so effectively it's kind of like a canon. I mean, you do see it sort of in the background, and you get to see it in a little bit more detail in Kenobi Show as a sort of toy, because I think he builds it for Luke, like a toy version of it, where he helped get parts for it. It appears in a lot of the sort of comic books, Star Wars comic books, but in terms of Lego, I think the time you see it most or best is in when you're watching or when you're playing the Star Wars Skywalker Saga video game, because in that you get to go into kind of Luke's house, or where Luke was raised on Tatooine, the farm homestead. And when you sort of go underground there's a section where his sort of ship is there, and you can pretty much just beat it up, kind of like you would in something like Street Fighter. Just give it an absolute pasting, and all like pieces and stuff fall off it, and it just kind of starts falling apart. So you guys will know from that game that it does. I don't know whether I necessarily agree with this in games. It was something like Street Fighter. It makes sense because it's a fighting game, but there is a lot of kind of encouragement in that Skywalker Saga to just kind of destroy everything you come across, because you can get coins from it. And I've always thought that was quite kind of weird, even for a kind of innocent game like that. You know, there are some games out there that are a lot worse, but you know, you got children playing this game, and I don't know. Like, I haven't stopped my daughter from playing it, so you know, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to take a moral high ground with it, but I do kind of find it weird when, you know, you're just, one of the parts of the gameplay is to go around and trash everything you see. It kind of says something about the youth of today, I guess. But and they can't even let old Paddington Bear be enjoyed by the general public without, you know, drunks tearing him off his bench. I was disgusted when I saw that. I mean, if I'd been around or walking through that street when that happened, they would have been wearing that Paddington Bear permanently. But yeah, it is what it is. How do we go from talking about Lego to Paddington Bear so quickly? So random. Welcome to a Cool Hand stream, everybody. Okay, I'm making quite good headway on this. In fact, I think I might be going too fast. So, but I will check the chat in a sec. I liked Madlib's idea. I don't know if he's still here. I like Madlib's idea of doing a Bean Boozle. I haven't got Bean Boozle, but I have got that. You guys, if you've seen my streams regularly, you will have seen the Bean sort of challenge thing that I was doing in a couple of my streams. And I've still got some of those beans left, so I won't do them for this stream because, you know, I did commit this one to a build stream. But I have got a 2-hour stream later today. Sorry, not later today. I've got a 2-hour build stream tomorrow morning, a little bit later than this. No, tell a lie, a little bit earlier than this. I'm going 9 till 11 UK time, so that would be 6 till 7 Eastern. And on that stream, I will currently haven't got a plan for the stream. I'll be planning it after this, putting the thumbnail together and everything, because I've been a bit busy doing the overall planning for the stream. So I do apologize for that. I mean, I've put the schedule together. We got a live schedule for all the creators. I think I'm like one of the only people now who still hasn't got links to my thumbnails. Links to my streams up there, which isn't the best example to be set in when I've been challenging everybody else to make sure they got theirs in. But obviously, not only am I doing sort of 4 streams in total, but I've been very, very busy, as you can imagine, trying to get everything else that's more important sorted. So I will get that scheduled and try and think of something I can do. I'm definitely going to do that Bean Boozle thing every time we get a dono. With this stream, I wasn't able to keep an eye on the donos at the same time as building, so it didn't make sense. I might still build in the second stream. I was going to do a big set like the Ghost or something like that, but I just feel like not only will I probably not get that done in 2 hours, and I don't really want to rush that build or a build like that, but also nowhere to put it in the house, so I'll just be building it for it to gather dust and then effectively take it back apart, which defeats the object. But also it'll tear me away from the chat again. As you guys know, I prefer to interact with you guys as best I can, where I can, especially for a charity stream like this, because I feel like I should try to do a little bit of both. So up in the air at the moment. If anybody would like to join me on that stream, it does say Cool Hand and Friends. I would love you guys to join me. And what I'll say is, anybody who wants to join me, they're free to join me. Whether you've never streamed before, whether you've been on the show before, whether you're a good friend of mine already, whether you're watching from the wings and you've never been on a YouTube live and you want to do it for the first time and we've never even met, totally free and open. Obviously, I will expect you guys to be civil, and obviously you'll be booted out if you're naughty, or if you're trying to come in just to troll. It won't last long. But if you are serious about coming in, joining us, joining me on the stream and having some fun, we'll do. But what I will say is, if you do come along, it'll be on one condition, and that condition is you come with an idea, a discussion topic that you're willing to discuss. So don't come on and say, I want to discuss Lego Ninjago sets, and then know nothing about it. So come with some information to help educate me, and you're more than welcome to come on. If you want to come on and talk Bricktastic, because you've been and you want to talk about it a bit more, and you're going and you're excited, that's a great an idea as well. Anything you guys want to come on and talk about, but have some knowledge on it. Don't just come on and be like, let's talk randomly about something just for the fun of it, and then actually not really know anything about it. So, but yeah, would love you guys to join me. I hate when they do that. And why do they do that? They add a piece to the set without it being in. So look at this, guys. You can see there, the start of the build is this. You can see there's 2 of those blue Technic rods. But you go like that. Then you add those 4 bricks. Then you add these 2 pieces on top. And then it jumps to the next page. And that is already in there. And then they wanted to add another one. So I'm guessing I need to put this in there, but it just doesn't tell you to do so. So I thought that was a bit weird. I mean, obviously it's tuned, but yeah. So like I said, come join me, but be productive. Like I said, especially if you're somebody who's new or hasn't sort of streamed before and you just kind of want the opportunity to come on and chat, but just don't come empty-handed, and just kind of sit there, because we talk on my chats. We talk a lot on my chats, as you guys will know if you've been here before. So, right. Going to do this last page, or not this last page, do this extra page, and then we're going to see what's going on in the chat, if anything. I do appreciate the guys who are up early to tune in to watch me talking nonsense. But but I feel like I'm making really good headway on this. I'm not even looking at the time, but I feel like I'm really good, making really good headway on this build, building it quite quick. I like to take my time with builds. Let me know in the chat. Are you, what's your building style? Are you take it slow, take your time, kind of watch a movie? Do you try to rush it, get it through as possible? Do you only do building for content? I would say I'm 50-50 in terms of building for content versus building for me. Obviously, when I used to build more regularly than before I had a channel, then it was obviously just about the content. It was just about building for me. But apart from when I'm building for content like this and obviously streaming, I do need something else to engage me. So I'll always watch a movie, not necessarily even a Star Wars movie, because you guys know I'm a 99.9% Star Wars Lego only. But I tend to watch a film. I don't think I've ever sat and done a set without either a film on in the background or being on a stream. So that's my style. And then in terms of, how I build, it's always this. It's always open all bags. I did try, when I first got back into the hobby, I did try the idea of, building one bag at a time, and I did it with a few sets, and I just thought I just felt like it was ruining the fun for me. I was quite active in a Facebook group at the time before I really discovered the live or the YouTube sort of side of Lego. Didn't realize it even existed, and I was quite active and quite a useful member of that community. Bantha Brick, shout out to Bantha Bricks over on Facebook. But it just didn't do it for me in terms of, that level of engagement. You were posting things and it was a little bit more two-dimensional, of course. But at the same time, I just felt like something was missing. You just couldn't have that engagement, that conversation. And I'm not necessarily getting it here all the time, because a lot of the content we do, even if we do constant streams, a lot of the content we do is either or kind of impersonal, because you're doing it to a screen rather than to a real person, or it is to just a camera, if you're just creating sort of short form or videos and stuff like that, which is why I don't do a lot of that, because for me, I prefer that somebody else there, ideally in person, but I take what I can get. And if that means doing live streams, live builds, then great. So I'm at the point now where I barely build anyway, as you guys probably know. Bit of a kind of ongoing joke, but I barely build like I used to, mostly because of time. Because between the channel and planning for the channel, and any other content and events like this and work, I don't really have a lot of free time. When I do have free time, I want to spend it with my daughter, my fiance. In between that, we've been wedding planning. We've just come through Christmas, and I work in retail, which should tell you everything you need to know. And then on top of that, just organizing things like Bricktastic with the lads. So the last couple of weeks has been, I don't know why I put those bricks on there without even following instructions, just kind of made up my own thing. Last couple of weeks have been really, or months even, have been really, really busy. So yes, we've not even had a chance to build full stop, let alone do live builds. And even then, even when I did have time, I was infrequent. I did say that this year I want to try and do regular build streams, even if it's just like 1 hour a week, building something slowly. Again, but my main issue, apart from all those things I've just listed, which I guess a lot of you guys probably also deal with, because I'm not trying to suggest that I'm busier than the average man or anything like that. But aside from all of that, I got nowhere to put the sets. I'm going to build this set today. I've literally got no flat space to put it in. We're in the process of organizing. So, I mean, we only moved into this house last year. It'll be 2 years in April. We moved in a bit of a rush. Obviously, we were both very busy with jobs and stuff at the time. So we kind of did a lot of temporary stuff. Thankfully, it was a brand new house. Or I say brand new, newish house. like 9 years old at the time. So there wasn't a lot of like structural work or anything like that to do, or decorating to do. And the previous people who we bought it from been really gracious and left it in fantastic condition. So we didn't have to do a lot, but we just kind of rushed through what we did have to do, and made it happy, home, comfortable as quick as possible. And now we're just kind of going through and getting things the way we want. But of course, as anybody knows who got their own house, if you want to kind of decorate or tidy or organize a room, you need another room to put everything in. And unfortunately, this spare room is that room. So beyond this little area here that you guys probably see, the rest of the room is kind of a bit all over the place. So I have got some space with some mocks on and some of my other Star Wars stuff and some of my Lego stuff, bits and pieces, but it's all kind of a little bit overwhelming and overcrowded. But once we get this room sorted out, and maybe I can get some shelves up or something, I can start displaying my sets, and then I will obviously have the opportunity to build more, or I'll be more inclined to build more, should I say, when I've got the free time to build, because I will have somewhere to put it. But until that time, this set will probably be built, and I'll try and squeeze it on somewhere, and it's more likely to get knocked off than it is to be looked at and enjoyed. Within a couple of weeks, I'll have to just take it apart. So sad as it is, that is my life with Lego at the moment. So yeah, I don't begrudge it. I'm quite lucky, really. Oh, there's a sticker. Where was that sticker? I didn't see a sticker in the bag or the box. Right, let's catch up with chat before we do that. Oh, there it is. Oh no, that's annoying. Nothing to do with me breaking the box, but I don't know where this set has been in Martin's house, in Whitkey's house. But the sticker sheet is stuck to the inside of the box, and it looks like all the stickers are stuck to the box. So, I mean, that would have been the case no matter how I opened it. But if I can gently do it, no, they're all just stuck to the inside of the box. How is that? Why is the front side sticky? There's actually quite a few stickers. Oh, that's a shame. So I've lost 3 of the stickers to the inside of the box. See if I can gently peel them off. No, it looks like maybe the box has gone. Maybe it's been on a radiator or something. I guess. Try and save them the best I can. Oh, no, that's a shame. I'll put them on the side of my laptop here. Okay, we rescued them. They're not in bad condition, so it's fine. I think maybe they were just... They don't seem to be sticky on the outside, so I don't know what happened there, but for whatever reason, they've stuck to the outside of the box. So generally, they put them inside a bag or something. Or I have seen them inside a bag. It's been that long since I built a set, I can't actually remember. And I still haven't had a paper bag yet. But then, if you don't build like me, or if you don't build very often, like I don't build very often, then probably not a surprise. Okay, so let's get this piece on, and then we will see what's going on in the chat. Right, so the wing is done. A lot of the body's done. Let's see what you guys are talking about in the chat, if anything. Oh wow, I've missed quite a few comments. Whoops. There you go, the comments. Sorry if I'm a little bit bunged up still, guys. I hate sniffing. What do we like for time? Just over half an hour. Okay, great. Let's read some of these comments and let's get on with this build. Oh, it's really annoying without the mouse. I've been watching. Oh, well done. Force Bricks just donated. I won't go up any further than that because I think I saw everything when I was trying to work out. I'm on headphones, so the tap-in is a bit rough for me. We'll shoot off. Best of luck. I don't know what tapping you're talking about. The only tapping is on my laptop, so that probably shouldn't be the case now because you could probably hear it because I had 2 sets of audio. But yeah, and also your headphones are probably up way too loud if you can hear like me tapping something. But people build sets on different streams. I've had the same feedback issue with 2 cams. Yeah, I read that much. But yeah, sorry to lose you, Ultra. But yeah, maybe turn the feedback on your headphones down because like my microphone is not even near my laptop. So if you can hear that clear and you can hear me, then that sounds like a you issue. 35 in the last hour. Some of those Lego bricks in the background look like, yes, right, we talked about that. So that's the way to do it. You got 46 minutes left. Better hurry. Got a speed building, man. Doing it. No numbered bags in vintage sets. No. Just one old big bag. Rebels was cool. 217. Thanks to the $5 dono. Force bricks. I've been watching Lego streams for 14 hours. I take my time to build this set, plus I'm slow. I like to watch a movie and build. I can get through a pretty nice pace. Building on stream. That slows to a snail's pace, but I get far too chatty with the chat. Yeah, absolutely same. It must be a Martin thing. So in kinda impressed. Oh, you build that much so quickly, especially with all that talking. Yeah. Talking and other things I can do. I'm actually pretty good at multitasking, depending on what it is. Build on a stream with a group, I get back my good pace, and building with friends who are building is a lovely feeling. Yeah. I don't think I've ever really done that. I've always said we should do like a book club type thing where we do a build stream, but everybody in the stream builds. Maybe once a month we do a race. Maybe, we talk about this. But the idea being we all build the same set. Obviously, it wouldn't have to be a huge set, but a set maybe this size, slightly smaller, like a microfighter or something like that people can easily afford. And like maybe 3-4 people from the community. Once a week we get together, we build a stream. We do a stream, we build a small set. Talk about it while we're building, and then once we finish building it, talk a little bit about it, like a kind of book club type thing. That's, I think, is quite a good idea. I know Force Brooks was there when I was talking about some ideas for the show or for the channel throughout the year. If you're interested in doing that with me once a week, let me know. We can carve out a time that suits, and we can start this book club. And then, of course, the good thing about something like that is more and more people we can join. The only expectation is that they've got the set in hand ready to build, and we can make it a small build, a polybag build, whatever. I think polybag, microfighter, maybe a mech is probably where it's at easily, just because it's affordable. But most people have got a bit of a backlog of polybags, and we can just kind of have fun and also engage with the chat, and we can keep it to like an hour or so. But if anybody's interested in that, let me know. Another reason I take my time is I'm interested what pieces they use to make the sets, the process. If it really intrigues me. Yeah, I'm kind of like that. Not with this set so much, because it is a kind of, it's not a particularly handsome looking set. It's not it's accurate because it's not a handsome looking thing. It's kind of like the T16 Skyhopper was more of a kind of just a cobbled together kind of like almost like a go-kart type style. The equivalent of a go-kart in their universe. So it's not supposed to look like a polished set ship, but so therefore the build does actually look quite janky and it works really well. Lucky you didn't rip the stickers. Yeah, absolutely. If I punched the other side of the box, I would have punched right through the stickers. So yeah, maybe that's just the luck. So maybe use stream. Not sure what you mean by that. What Witticky does with his Lego boxes is best left to your imagination. Absolutely. Finally had breakfast, feel more human now. Yeah, I just had to have a cereal bar. I haven't been very well for the last week. I've even ended up taking the week off work because I was in a terrible state. The only good thing that came from it is I was able to do a lot of like stuff on my phone ready for the Stream-A-Thon. But other than that, I've been awful. I barely slept. Yesterday I had a shower, and it was the first shower I'd had since like Friday, because I just could not get motivated to get up, and I was just kind of lying around a lot. I mean, I was obviously washing every day. It's not like I stunk or anything, but I tried to have a shower at least every other day. So hadn't done that. Hadn't really eaten properly. I've been eating like 2 meals a day at best. Sleeping all over the place. I was just, yeah. And now I've got antibiotics, which have made a huge difference just in the kind of day and a half or 2 days that I've been taking them. Still taking cold and flu medicine as well. I've also had problems because I haven't been able to sleep properly, and of course I'm tense then trying to sleep. I'm a heavy sleeper. I don't have any problem sleeping, but I'm one of those people. Same with food. If I don't eat and I don't sleep, it's worse for me than being ill. I can survive on an illness as long as I can have a good night's sleep and I can have food. But those two things I haven't been able to have because I've had no appetite. I haven't been able to sleep properly because I've been so unwell, which has meant that I can't get a good night's sleep, which makes me groggy. And then, of course, I've had problems with my neck. I've already got arthritis in my neck, diagnosed a while back, but I started playing up because obviously I was sleeping awkward and tense. And then on top of everything else, I was getting headaches and stuff as well. So, yeah, I had a really rough week. I feel better now, but I think when I'm just kind of sitting here, engaging with the chat and building stuff and not doing a lot, it's not too bad. It's just when I'm trying to relax, I think, more than anything else. I'm trying to switch off and do stuff, and I certainly wouldn't have been able to work. It's just my level of concentration hasn't been there, but I'm a lot better now, so thank God. But yeah, starting to feel more human again as well, Sarah. Let's have a look. Dominic, welcome to the chat. Not sure if I've seen you here on the channel before, but welcome. Don't forget to go and sub to the channel if you haven't already, and I really appreciate your time and coming here. And don't forget, the donation link is pinned in the chat. Make sure you go and give a generous donation, even if it's $1, to our charity Fairy Bricks for the Stream-A-Thon. So Dominic's saying, I bought something great today. It's the Lego Speed Champions Lightning McQueen. It is a great looking set. I will say, I don't buy Disney myself. I do like cars. Not my favorite Disney sort of sub-franchise, if you like, but do enjoy the Cars ride in Disneyland Paris. That's amazing. And Radiator Springs out in Los Angeles as well in Disneyland is amazing too. So what did you have, Sarah? Toast? Yeah, toast. What did you have on a toast if you did? Dominic, such a great set. Still need to get in myself. I bought a few die-cast vehicles as well. Awesome. Nice to have you here, Dominic. And keep the chat flowing, mate. I appreciate your views. Yes, Liam, but with eggs. Ooh. Do you know what the die-cast company Jada is making? A 1/24 scale Herbie the Love Bug this year. Oh, amazing. I used to love Herbie as a kid. That's my generation. Herbie the Love Bug. And there's what, 5 or 6 movies in total? I don't normally have both, but was so hungry today. I best get on the treadmill in a bit. Oh, yeah. Treadmill while watching the live stream. But Sarah, free to join me for my stream tomorrow if you want to pop on. I know you like to dabble in a stream now and then. So please join me. And maybe next year, Sarah, we can get you streaming for the 48th hour. I know a lot of people this year are kind of new to this kind of thing. And we'd love to get more and more people coming on and joining us. I was wondering if Lego was ever going to do a Herbie build. That'd be a great idea. That's not an idea I've heard before. So yeah, my main man Slurpee is out there. My co-host, what is up, lad? We'll be tuning in proper on like 20 minutes. Okay, run by the time I close then. Thanks, mate. Force Lego Speed Champions should add the getaway car from Lackadaisy. Don't know what that is, but sounds good. Slurpee, 80 minutes left, cool hand. Yeah, let's get back into it. Force, can you imagine a Lego Speed Champions Jackson Storm? Ooh, yeah, he's the black guy, right? Not the black guy. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Not there's anything wrong with that, but I meant like he's the black character, as in the black car. But anyway, moving on. So, where are we? That's been put on. Right, these are the long stickers I need to put on now from the sticker sheet, which is here. So let's get these on. I'm assuming it's both sides, but for now I'll just put them on where I can. Nice. And one of the long ones on there as well. That was stuck to the box. Let's actually put the piece on first. Well, that doesn't look right. Oh, I like it when you have to put a plate on and you pop it on the holes of the plate as opposed to the gaps between, like you would a brick. That's a satisfying build technique for me. Been a while since I had to put a sticker on myself. You generally only do it for Kirsty. Yeah, because in other interesting news, generally when I do build, I don't tend to open a new set. I because two reasons. One is because I've already got a backlog of unbuilt sets that are secondhand, or I bought pre-loved. So I prefer to get through those before starting to open the boxes, just because, not for any particular reason, just because I feel like in a lot of cases they're a lot older than the sets that I've got boxed. Not just in when they came out, but I've had them longer, because when I first got back into the hobby, I was building constantly. Everything I bought immediately, like a normal Lego builder probably would. But to satisfy that craving between building sets or sets being released, as it was then, because I was only doing Star Wars then too, but I was kind of buying what I wanted and what was out pretty much, and then having to wait, at that point probably 4 to 6 months before another build came out. So another Star Wars set came out, so I didn't get that opportunity to build so often. So I kind of took that time, and Facebook Marketplace was ripe at the time for getting hold of like older Lego sets that had kind of been and gone and retired, and you could get them at like a fraction of the price. Some of the deals I got, I mean, you'd be blown away. I'm not going to go into that now, but anybody who watches my streams, certainly my build, will know. That's what we got so far, guys. I'm going to do it. We got 13 minutes. Let's build this sand person. So yeah. So you guys will know that focus on this. So you guys will already know that that's the case for me. So let's sit in there next to the other guy and let's crack on. So I did a lot of sort of collecting up those older sets when I could, getting hold of some ones that have been gone, and in a lot of cases I was buying them. And at one point, especially during COVID, it got to the point where I was kind of buying and shopping for deals, and I became more, I wouldn't say addicted, but more interested in the hunt of the Lego set as opposed to the build for a short period of time. And I collected up like dozens of sets, and couldn't build them as quickly as I was so involved in Facebook Marketplace, Facebook anyway, that Facebook Marketplace was just kind of so adjacent to that every time I logged on, I was seeing another deal. And it was like, this, for example, because this would have already retired at the point where I got back into Lego in sort of 2016, 2017. And this would have been on there for like 10 quid boxed, maybe 20 quid sealed. That kind of price, which you couldn't get now. And you couldn't get for a set this is old now, if that makes sense. So, obviously the resale value has increased, not just on, sets as they get older, but sets in general. So sets that were out last year, you wouldn't get cheap. Whereas at the time you could get stuff like dirt cheap, basically. And I was gobbling it up. In a lot of cases, I did have to kind of give them a bit of a clean off and maybe chuck them in the wash. But for the price I was getting them, I didn't really care. For me, pre-loved, I also collect Star Wars books, or I was collecting Star Wars books around about this time as well. And a lot of those you can only get secondhand. It's not like Lego sets. You can't really buy new books once they're kind of old, if that makes sense. So it doesn't work quite the same. So, and I don't care anyway, like a used book I think is as good as a brand new book sometimes, so no issue for me. But yeah, so I was collecting up these sets, and I just kind of amassed this huge kind of fortune, if you like, in used Lego sets. And then that on top of the continued building, and then joining the YouTube community, and keeping up with everything else that was going on, and trying to kind of be involved with or purchase all the kind of sets that were coming out that I wanted. It became a bit more FOMO related then, when you were seeing these sets all the time. That's the only thing I will say about this, the online or the live community, as opposed to the Facebook community, is it was a lot less kind of, because you're not, I guess, seeing it as direct. There's a lot less kind of FOMO or pressure to, you know, and that pressure was put on by you, not by anybody else necessarily, but to buy the newest set out and get everything that was kind of being launched. So just didn't feel that same level of, you know, I need to get this set kind of thing. And for that reason, when I joined this community, I did start amassing more sets. And then, of course, secondhand prices got higher. And then I moved house like twice since then, which made it very difficult for me to, you know, focus on buying sets or building sets. And then, of course, obviously, we got to where we are now, where I've got nowhere to put them at the moment, and they're not that important compared to the rest of the house. So I've just got this huge backlog of sets. I mean, I'll try and name some of the older ones I've got. I got the Endor bunker, bought secondhand, complete. I did have to sort of top that up with a few missing pieces, because that's another thing I used to like doing, is I'd buy these sets and they'd say, look, you know, there's people were a bit more honest then as well, but they'd be like, oh, there's a bunch of pieces missing, but you can have it for, like, you know, 30 quid. And I'd be like, right, great, I'll take that. I think that one is without figs, but I'm not a huge figures person. I'm not one I'm paying that kind of price. So I got the figs. I got the pieces I needed ordered for a few quid more. And yeah, set is now complete. Bagged it up, ready to build one day, and it's been there ever since. That's probably one of the older ones. I've got the Mon Calamari Cruiser, home one, whatever you want to call it, the one with Admiral Akbar and Mon Mothma figure. That did actually come complete. Although as always, I do inventory the set first and double check all the pieces are there, clean it off if I need to. Don't always need to, but give it a clean and make sure it's looking nice. And once I do that, then bag it up, ready to go in the backlog, which kind of seems a bit sad now when I think about it. So, although there's no better buying sets and adding them to your backlog either, so I don't encourage a backlog. I certainly try not to boast about it. I don't think it's the kind of thing that, because there's people out there who can't afford that kind of thing, especially when you're on a charity stream like this, where, you know, there's people out there who, kids especially, who are very unfortunate for their circumstances, but also probably those out not necessarily in hospitals who can't afford Lego sets. And then there's me kind of stockpiling them. It just kind of, it doesn't feel right for me. Full stop. Never mind then, you know, using this kind of platform to brag about it. So I try not to. I do the odd post now and then, but I'm my biggest critic when it comes to having a backlog. And of course, in my case, and a lot of people's cases, though, I will be honest, it is like a flex. Mine never amassed as a flex and has never been like a flex. If anything, it's quite embarrassing. But I will say that my reasons are relatively good, because I don't have storage space. But I also don't want to pay for the sets I want. I don't want to wait until I have got space and then have to pay ridiculous price. If the community was like it was back when I got into it, I'd be happy to say, look, you know, I won't buy this at the moment. I got nowhere to put it. I'll just wait until the sets are cheaper. I'll just wait until I got more space. But then, of course, and then buy them at a decent price. But that's not going to happen anymore. It's going to be a ridiculous price, and therefore, you know, I'm effectively would have to be missing out, and I don't really want to do that. So I would rather just get them and put them somewhere and just not boast about it, I guess. Okay, last couple of pieces, guys. We're going to get there. We're going to do this. Sorry if I'm missing any chat. Keep yourselves entertained. Last couple of pieces. I shouldn't have stopped for that chat. It was worth it, though. Even if I don't get it built, it was worth it to have that little stop and chat with you guys. And I don't think I've ever done a stream this short before, so I'm going to be like, oh no, what do I do now when this ends? Going to be kind of, not sad, but yeah. Push that down a little bit more. There you go. Yeah, because it feels weird to me to not have that. To not just keep going until I've gotten bored or I got something better to do. So I'm gonna have to cut myself off, which doesn't happen very often. Well, we got 4 minutes. Come on, guys, we can do it. We can do it. Last couple of pieces left here now, as you hopefully can see. So we got this, boom. We got this, boom. We got this, boom. We got this, boom, boom, boom. Let me know if you've enjoyed this, guys, and you want to see me do these challenges again. Can I build the set in an hour, whatever it might be? I think this is a kind of perfect hour set. Again, if I hadn't had those issues at the beginning, I think I would have had more time to chat and not feel like not feel as rushed. Let's get these wings on. We've done all the stickers, so shouldn't take any time. It's just pure building now. Boom, boom. Turn it upside down. Get this set. Get this on there. Oos. Right, what we got here? We got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. Make sure I get this in the right place. It's on there. Is that right? 333. Yep, that's right. Let's get it packed on. Do the next wing. Same thing. Opposite wing. Come on, guys, cheer me on. Get those donations in. If I get this done in time, I think that deserves a donation, even if it goes on during the next stream. And somebody, if you're out there and you're going to try and help me out, please let me know how the donations are looking now. I think it was like 217 when we started. Hopefully we've earned something during the stream. And even if we haven't, for any of you guys watching who've watched me fight my way through this set, please, please, please go and give me a donation. It would be very much appreciated. Popping the leather wing on. What's left? Nothing. Just the rocket firing missiles. Does everything that's left look like spares? Yes, yes, yes. Have I used all these elements? Yes. Are they one by one elements? Yes. So that's the best way to check. So we are done. We are done. Where's the camera? We are done. I'm looking at the wrong camera. We're done. We're done. We're done. You guys can see. All I've got left is these couple of spare one of these and these couple of 1x1s and this little womp rat. Not a rat, but a womp rat, because Luke uses this to go and shoot womp rats down Beggars Canyon. Although I don't think this is supposed to be Luke, but anyway, there we are, guys. It's built. Appreciate you guys following along with me. Just do a quick outro. Go now. Hit the link below. I'm going to put the description for the next person in my own chat and link that instead. This has been the 48-hour charity stream-a-thon. I've been Cool Hand Luke. We've been doing a quick 1-hour build challenge. I also interacted with the chat and had audio issues, but we got it built. Anybody who didn't think I was going to do it, give me a donation. Anybody who did think I was going to do it, go and give me a donation. If you're just joining, if you're watching on replay, give me a donation. The charity link is linked. We're getting money for Lego sets for children in hospitals in the UK and around the rest of the world. So please, please go dig deep. And if you want to go and check out the next one, I would really appreciate you guys going across and giving them some love. Let me just get their link in the description. Whoops. Right, so $220. Wow, so we had $7 during this stream. I'm really, really happy about that because it's $7, but also I would have liked it to have been more. But if everybody who watched gave me $1, then I guess that kind of makes sense. But guys, I would really appreciate those donations, especially because I hit the challenge. Like, what else do you want from me? So let's get that link up and running. Where is it? I'm already forgetting who's actually following me. Bricks, why not? Of course they are, yeah. So Bricks, why not? The link is in the chat there, guys. I won't pin it because it'll get rid of the charity link, but hit that link. Go and check them out now. If I see my viewer count go down to 0, I'm more than happy with that. It's fine. Guys, go and check them out. They're going to be going live. Hopefully live already, but any second. And appreciate you all for coming and watching. And yeah, next stream, duh. So yeah, go and check out the next stream. Bye all. Smash that like button. Absolutely. Oh, hold on, I missed you, mate. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to give us a donation. You tell them you got permission from us. Not sure who you're talking about there, but yeah, gonna run to the Lego shop now. Oh, okay, Brick Flair's out there as well. Missed you, Brick Flair. Sorry. Anybody who appeared in the chat after I stopped looking at it for a while, they can't focus on my build. Steel Ghost is out there. Smoky Smokes is out there. If I missed anyone, I apologize. And obviously for those guys, I will go back through the chat and see what I've missed. But for now, thank you. Goodbye. Go and check out the next stream. I'm going to be doing that myself. Let me just see actually if they're live yet. Be interesting. Bricks, why not? Where are you? Let's have a look. Where is Bricks, why not? At Bricks. Subscribe to too many channels to find that. So let's have a look. Bricks, why not? Okay, I'm not seeing anything yet. Hopefully they'll be live and up and running soon. But I'm currently not seeing anything live from them. So let me know, guys, if you're seeing something that I'm not. I don't actually see anything on the live tab at all. Doesn't look like they've created. So maybe they're going live directly. Oh, is this? Join in. I will be live tomorrow on YouTube from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern. Right, that's the right time. So yes, assuming it means right here. So I will keep an eye on it from my end. And hopefully they go live very soon. Anybody else out there tuned in to Bricks, why not, and seeing something that I'm not? I don't see it. They don't have a live tab. They don't have a live tab in their channel. Yeah, maybe wait a minute for them. So you hold the audience. Yeah, I'll hold you guys here. That was the kind of the unwritten agreement that we had. Although the chat got very, very busy, so a lot of the messages I was writing, unfortunately, people were missing because it kind of got a bit. I didn't want to be kind of that guy who created sort of a channel so that only I could talk, and then everybody else just listened and interacted. I thought that kind of felt a bit dictatorish. I wanted Ken to have the chance to put stuff in as well. So it was a group chat, but of course there was a lot of kind of information, even just coming from me, but mixed information from different groups. So a lot of the messages unfortunately did get lost. But yeah, it was kind of like, there's always going to be some overlap. So the idea is make sure the other person's up and running before you close off, so there's no gap. So yeah, apologies for anybody popping back. Yes, I'll keep you guys live here. I have got Bricks, why not on Instagram, on WhatsApp. So let's see. No, she hasn't read my message from this morning. I messaged her this morning to say I just wanted to promote your stream and link it in the chat for after mine, but the link only goes to your channel. Do you have a link for the show setup? I didn't get a reply. So, hopefully they sort it out very soon. Let me go and check them out on Instagram, because I know their Instagram account is a lot heavier, for want of a better term, than they're live over on Instagram, guys. So I think there's probably been some kind of error there. Perhaps they haven't had a chance to communicate it, but they are live over on Instagram. Go and check that out now, guys. Unfortunately, the link I've put in the chat is a slightly different link. So what I'll do for you guys while you're waiting is I will take the profile URL, I will pop it in the chat, and you guys can hit that link and head over to them. There we go. Instagram, Bricks Why Not. Go over to them now, guys, and check them out. All you got to do is click on their profile on Instagram, and it will open up the live conversation there. And yeah, maybe there was some miscommunication there. It definitely says on their no, I'm not getting this wrong. It definitely says on their YouTube page that they will be live on YouTube. So yeah, we've obviously missed something there, but not a problem. Go and check them out, guys. We'll see you back here soon. I'm just going to check they're actually live, and then I will be closing this stream out.
So basically, the beurre de cacahuète is peanut butter.
Yep, they're live. Go and check it out, guys, and we will close this stream down. Thank you. Yeah, so basically, Steph Waffles, if you want to find out the full list, you need to go to either my... Oh, yeah, so we've advertised it on YouTube. We've advertised it. Most of the advertisement is on Instagram. So the next person that is on, because after Bricks Why Not, it's Body by Bricks. They are also on Instagram. So what I'll do is I will link for you, Steph Waffles, the one with the stud who's on at 2 p.m. UK time. That's 9 a.m. Eastern. I will link their channel or his channel in the chat now, and then you can go there and sub ready for in 2 hours time. Let me just get that link for you. Give me just 1 second. So sheets. All right, it's a 48-hour stream. Yeah, so we did think about sharing the schedule as a live document. Unfortunately, by doing that, the live document means that anybody with access to it can then update it. So somebody could, a troll could go on and just delete everything if they wanted to. So we weren't able to share that beyond just the people who were streaming. I could share it we did share it initially to Instagram when it wasn't completely filled. I could share it now to Instagram, but because of the format of Instagram, the picture would have to be so small. So I'd have to kind of cut it down to fit it in. And then, of course, you can see the writing becomes really small. So we have tried to find a way of working it out, but it didn't really work, unfortunately. And even then, something like that I can only really post on Instagram. So if you haven't got Instagram, unfortunately, we haven't got the full schedule available for you. And then even if you did look at it on Instagram, you wouldn't be able to click the links because it would effectively just be a picture. So unfortunately, it's just a case of seeing the full list and looking up the people, looking up the content creators. So and I'm just trying to think of a way to get that to you now, Steph, because you're only on YouTube. So if I get time after this stream, what I'll do is I'll post it to my community tab. The only thing is you won't be able to click any of the links, but you'll be able to see who's playing live, who's playing where and when, and go to them, subscribe to them ready. But what I'll do for you is I will put in One Brick Stud's link. I'll give you his channel link because it gives you a chance to subscribe to him then as well. But he'll be going live on there very shortly. So there, just for you, Steph Waffles, there is One with the Stud. He's going to be in 2 hours time, or just under 2 hours time. Maybe a link tree with each person in the order they'll be in. Yeah, look, for next year, definitely. Unfortunately, it was very difficult. And not only that, but my link tree is only available on Instagram anyway. But yeah, it was quite difficult to try and wrangle everybody. Just to, some people still haven't even put the links in for the channel, or for the channel or for the stream that they're doing on the schedule. And of course, we didn't even fill all the slots. So trying to get a link tree together, unfortunately, was just not possible. But of course, all learnings, we are far more organized than last year, 10 times more organized than last year. And next year will be 10 times more organized again, but there'll definitely be things that we could have done. Of course, it's only me and Ken organizing this with a 5-hour time difference between us. So next year, hopefully, I'll just get a team of people and we'll make this a bigger thing. So again, if you're listening and watching this on replay and you want to be involved next year in the planning organization, then please reach out to me, because we do it at this time every year and get a load of people, maybe a team of 4 or 5 of us, to kind of be in charge of different elements. So it'll make it a bit easier for myself. But yes. Yeah, there you go. So you got it there, Steph. Hit that link, go and subscribe to that channel, and go back then just under 2 hours, and you will be live with you. And I may even pop on and show myself if you'll have me. So, did they ever communicate they were going live on Instagram, not YouTube? Well, if you go to their YouTube page, Mayo, they've literally posted in their YouTube the poster saying, "Join in, I will be live tomorrow on YouTube." So. Yeah, so for whatever reason, it didn't happen. I guess they probably explained at the beginning of the Instagram video, but of course, I wasn't there to see that. So hopefully they did. And I'm going to go and check them out now. So you guys do go and do the same. Why there are 11 of you still here, I don't know. Go and check out that stream that's going now. Let's champion and let's support all these other creators. It shows how much better Twitch handles stuff like this, doesn't it? Really? Twitch, yeah, I don't really use Twitch. Unfortunately, there don't seem to be the right audience on Twitch. But yeah, I haven't used Twitch, so I couldn't really compare how better they do it because I've never seen a charity stream on Twitch. But yeah, maybe next year, like I said, we can look into it next year. I haven't got a Twitch account, just like you haven't got an Instagram one. So and I don't know many people, to be honest with you, apart from Madlib, who've got a Twitch account. So I feel like I'd just be kind of, just broadcasting to nobody at this point. So, but no, I appreciate you. And like I said, any feedback will always be taken, and we'll look into ways of doing things next year. But, I guess that no matter what we do, there'll always be something that we didn't do. So, but yeah, unfortunately, it isn't a team of us doing this. It's literally two people around a family and full-time job. So please be patient with us. But check you guys out over there on the next stream ASAP. Take it easy, everybody. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to donate.